Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of Senate Bill 1799, the Victims of Child Abuse Reauthorization Act of 2013. This bill, as been noted by the previous speakers, is the Senate companion of H.R. 3706, which I sponsored along with Congressman Ted Poe and Congressman Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania. Congressman Ted Poe of Texas and I co-chair the Victims' Rights Caucus that we organized some 9 years ago. He wanted to be here today to express his deep support for this legislation. And as has been noted, the children in our society are the most dear and precious to all of us, and they're also the most vulnerable. As a society, therefore, we must do all we can to ensure the protection of these children. Tragically, physically or sexual abuse of a child is a horrific crime that touches, sadly, every community in America. In response to these unconscionable acts, Congress passed the Victims of Child Abuse Act in 1990 to provide funding for a network of children's advocacy centers across the country that do great work, over 700 of them. These centers are essential tools to allow communities to care for our children when they are harmed and deliver justice for the child abusers. Children's advocacy centers are a unique model and focus on teamwork. They bring together law enforcement officials, prosecutors, and child service professionals under one roof to do what is best for the child. The Community Action Partnership of Madera County in my district is an accredited child advocacy center in the heart of the San Joaquin Valley. I have visited with them. I have met with those who work there together to help our children. I know of the good work they do. The Madera Community Action Partnership, or Madera CAP as they like to refer to themselves, depends on funding from the Victims of Child Abuse Act to create for victims and bring justice to the perpetrators of these heinous crimes. However, this important law expired in 2005, and the President has eliminated or reduced funding for these centers, in the last 3 budgets. Yet Congress, on a bipartisan basis, has chosen to continue to provide funding. That's why Senator Coons of Delaware, Senator Blunt of Missouri, Congressman Poe, Congressman Fitzpatrick, and I have introduced the legislation to reauthorize the Victims of Child Abuse Act and therefore protect these children's advocacy centers across the country. The bill includes strong accountability language to improve oversight of the program and ensures that the money from these Crime Victims Fund is spent only for the victim assistance purposes. The bill before us today, once again, is a product of a bipartisan, bicameral negotiation. And I thank my colleagues again, Senator Coons and Blunt and Congressman Poe and Fitzpatrick, for their hard work and their staff on this bill. Mr. Speaker, finally, I want to urge all of our colleagues to strongly support Senate Measure 1799. Let's do the right thing by our nation's children and swiftly send this bill to the President's desk. And I thank Congressman Scott and I thank Congressman Franks for their time and their effort today, and I yield back the balance of my time.